February 23rd, 2:15 p.m., Wright and Co. Law Offices. Hey everyone, welcome back to Phoenix Wright is Attorney. We have just completed the first day of trial, and we have discovered something rather shocking. The detective who was killed in a parking garage, Bruce Goodman, was apparently also killed in the evidence room at the police department at the exact same time, no less, which is a pretty big mystery. So the question is, which of these two crimes are fake? Because they cannot both be true. So we are here now to find out what happened next. Also, before we continue, I have some unfortunate news. Last Wednesday, when I recorded, I believe it was part 2 of this case, I apparently already got the achievement for Lunchbox Specialist sometime in that recording. And unfortunately I had to discard that one because it had no sound again in the game. So you don't have to get all the lunchboxes at one time. You just have to get all of them at any time during gameplay. But I could not find it. It was that exact same recording that I did last Wednesday on the 27th. I tried to re-record it, or actually I used the older footage for that one. So I did, I can't remember what order I did the parts 2 and 3 in. It's really confusing. I also had to just replay part 3 on my own because apparently I had saved over it previously. So anyway, I'm now here in Day 2 of investigation, and this particular video you're watching will be released on the day after Christmas. But it's December 3rd right now as I'm recording this. So anyway, let's continue. Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this in the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. That's quite a long ways. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to at least. Alright, let's do it. She's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. February 23rd, Prosecutor's Office, Underground Parking Lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, there's only our victim who was killed in the evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. The oil drum. Was it empty? The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water. My sister, erasing evidence of the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water on that oil drum washed it all away. Hehehe. Ignored the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing blood stains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look. All we do with these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Whoa. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press space to spray it on. Okay, let's find out some blood stains. Whoa. I can see your eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain? It's so... Emma, you're shaking. This is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation is in action. Okay, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this, scientifically? I'm not sure, actually. I believe it's this much. This one. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. When they fought here, there'd have to be more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm going to mark up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Luminol testing fluid received from the one very proud-looking Emma Sky. Solution used of scientific investigation finds blood traces spray to use. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. And let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah! And get some water there. It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ha! I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to an ice deli box. Miss Stormer! You really trust your own eyes, hmm? Not bad, you two. This day old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Well, let's talk to her. And this is actually the last part of where you would get the Lunchbox Specialist achievement, if I hadn't already gotten it already. I'm a bit bummed I couldn't really find it in that old video where it was when I got it, but not much I can do about it now. Anyway, let's get going. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Story, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You let on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even the place I witnessed the events from was different. I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. Ah, I swear on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter what, how hard the two criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect into suspect. And before long, they called me the cover queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go? Fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, what does it mean? Well... I'm gonna present it. What do you think about this? It's on that incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due to transfer the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SO9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you can tell us more about the SO9 incident? Well... I think I know. I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Like we were the cover queen, right? We found this ID card here in this parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed in the police department. It's impossible. I wish we could be so sure. I wonder... should we present this one? If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guardroom. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I was towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. Yeah, you can see the chain link fence here. The shadow, anyway. I mean, it's pretty obvious it's not on that side of the fence. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole line in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes you wouldn't the problem, Star. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? What time? That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence, so they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any clearer than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence, not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort, made-up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone who fabricated? They executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops. I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. Huh. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to the case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy office can stop us. Okay, I had to pause the recording briefly, but now I'm back. Anyway, I'm not sure if I read this part, so I'll just say it again. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait. Those lunches you sell. There was only one reason I come to sell lunches in this cursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Store's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. Salisbury steak lunch? That looks so good. My mouth is literally watering right now for that steak. Forget everything else, I just want the steak. I have those often at Walmart with frozen meals, which are, well, pretty darn good, I would say. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch received from Miss Starr. Received from Miss Starr. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister. It made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. I wonder that's all we can do here with you now. February 23rd, Police Department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they were blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet you got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Can we do that? Oh, look at this. New place. February 23rd, evidence room entrance, guard station. What's with the decor of this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out in the desert. That's where I live. In the desert. Literally. Saguaro cactus are pretty famous in Arizona. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Well, the evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. And we're open. You thought it would open? You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Yipes, those sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are in love, like my sister, actually. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more than an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Well, there's a security guard uniform hanging here. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Let's see here. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. Well, the swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch! I'd say it would be more of a yarg myself. Yeah. Ooh, a rope trap. Look, on the floor. A lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to get a wild pool in here. But the lasso missed. I don't think so. You sure have an active imagination. Anything else to see here? Well, I don't see anything here. Let's see here. Okay, police department entrance. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please. Huh? Wasn't that? One sec, launch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a sick lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you need one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. No, there's no time for despair. A criminal. Now we just need evidence. A criminal? You mean you have rather stabbed me in the police department? Evidence you, my pal? On the same day the detective was killed in a prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed in the police department? And the perpetrator? You have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal in the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch. Pronto. Sitting around here talking isn't going to fill my belly. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so figure that he's down there having a good cry. Later. Off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Okay. Hang on a moment, I need to check something real quick. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Unfortunately, I took too long of a break in between the time, and now it's past midnight early on the 4th. So unfortunately, I have to stop the video right now. I wish I could continue until I finish the investigation, but unfortunately, I cannot. So I will end the video here. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching this one, and next time we will continue the investigation. I know we didn't get much done here, but I'm already at almost 29 minutes and it cannot be helped. So, until next time, have a great rest of your day, everyone. Hope you had a great Christmas, even though for me it's not actually here yet. It's still in 3 weeks from now. So, until next time, everyone, goodbye, and take care.